Item number, if I can have a little bit of order, I'll go back to number 8, Jacob Regalado.
Thank you, Mayor. Jacob Regalado from I have to get something off my chest. I really have a lot of respect for everyone in the police department. I come from a law enforcement family, so it's very near and dear to my heart. So we'll be very frank. If we think that public safety ends with emergency response, we're only seeing half of it. And the decision you made last week, as much as I appreciate the fact it's going to be late, I'd like to see that absolutely eliminated. The decision you made last week was just as much impact on public safety as anything else you could imagine. When we talk about the numbers who are already being cut, we're talking about the people who are guaranteeing clean drinking water in the middle of the city.
I don't know if we were clear. We are eliminating the 35 hours.
I understand, but I think it's so important that it goes in the public record that we understand that public safety needs to be recognized as part of folks who are military departments, public works departments, and other city departments that are outside of police departments and fire departments because they have extremely important roles in making sure the public is safe. It's not the reason why I came to talk about something else. I want to make clear to this council that we are here to help address this problem. We want to be a bridge to prosperity. We don't want to be somebody who stands in the way of solving the fiscal crisis. I came here in December of last year, in August, offering our assistance to try to help the city with this fiscal situation, as we've done in several cities across Southern California so far in the past 18 months successfully. And that offer went unnoticed.
I think that we've in a sense balanced our budget, so it's
understood. For this fiscal year, I appreciate that. But if we think that the economic times is not going to propose another issue in the future, we don't have a plan to address that now, we're going to be back here for just a couple months with my members being looking at cuts of other companies. So I have an obligation to stand here and talk about the things that we can offer the city when it comes to fiscal assistance.
We also set up a financial advisory board, and we've also talked about the plan for the next 5 years that we are going to be talking about in the next few months. So a lot of the things, as I said last week, that were mentioned, we talked about, and it's appreciated that you bring forward because they're not going to be part of the mix. So, you know, well, if you want to bet more, you can do it.
I will. And so, I'll just go ahead and skip to what I really want to say about this. But again, we are proposing that we will be here. I understand that you've offered that. I'm going to make it clear again that we are going to be here to stand by the city and work on this situation. And again, that's just a concept. The idea of working by department, looking for cost savings is a concept. That's not what I'm doing. But I want to talk a little bit about numbers. And budget documents obtained from the city in August of last year reflected in the 07-08 fiscal year, the city spent $4.6 million in bond payments. That represents 8 different bond obligations the city has. $2.3 million of that was interest payments, almost half. And I want to know what the city's doing to look at that option, potentially as a way of restructuring those bonds to save money. I want to know what the city's doing for long-term financial planning to make sure that we don't get in this situation again.
Do you want inside information, or do you want to wait until we discuss it publicly?
No, I think that the public is perfect. But ultimately, we want to make sure that we're part of that process and that we're here in that dialogue and offering our assistance in that situation. I don't see why that has to be some sort of inside information at any point in time. So in fact, that's part of the public process. But at the end of the day, as long as this council understands that we are here to help out in this situation, that we do have insight. The men and women who are on the ground every single day, who know the policy and procedures of the organization better than anybody, have the best insight to help save this city money. As long as this council walks away with that message, then I can end my public comments and you can share what you have to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacob. I think we do. We've never said we don't. So I understand that the SCIU-CMEA needs to create value for their membership. So I appreciate the comments that are being stated. Like I said before, we are a council that's committed to first our citizens, and our citizens include our staff, our employees, people that work for us. But we do have to run this as an operation that doesn't fall into this kind of situation like it has in the past. And so we're trying to deal with, it was in our report, 20 years of some inactivity or lack of decision making, which I think is in terms of a lot of bonding and certain things. So We did that a couple years ago to enhance our infrastructure, our water lines, our sewer lines. We had to do that, and so that's where we are. We did get to the last item on the agenda. I think the addendum to the city council agenda was tabled. I think there was no need to do that. If we need to make further appointments, we'll talk about them at our next meeting. We'll now reconvene to...
We have to read all the
Okay, redevelopment agency agenda. We have RDA items, State California Home Program. We'll take a little 3-minute break. Okay, reconvening the redevelopment agency agenda. Item number 1, State of California Home Program. Do you need approval on the home program? Okay, good. I don't have a problem. Do I have a motion to approve item number 1? Do I have a second? Second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Item number 2, CDBG status of funds. Information item only. We've read the report. Item number 3, redevelopment agency department report. Information item only. Acknowledge receipt of information. I would like to ask, Ralph, I checked on the program that I faxed over regarding the countywide funding grant, and I talked with Esperanza that handled the program, and she wasn't aware that we're participating. So if we could send a, Jurg may have, or he may thought of that we were, but we need to make sure that we at least are part of the program so that we can get some stimulus funds into the process. Chairman, City Council, we can meet a closed session.